Aries. Hello. Welcome back to the Tarot Closet. Welcome. If you're new to the channel, thank you so much for joining me. Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Welcome to another Aries Tarot reading, but specifically an Aries Love Tarot reading. Aries Love reading. And as is pretty much always the case here at the Tarot Closet, Aries Love Messages reading. Love messages from your person, messages from their higher self. Aries, I'm channeling for you in September 2023, but we are just around the corner from October 2023. That's exactly 3 cards, speaking of. And yeah, you could be here, of course, in September. You could be here in October, but you could also be here many months, even years later. And that is because this is a timeless reading. You are here when you're meant to be here. So welcome, whether that's in real time or not. So your reading's coming down pretty fast. Also the Nine of Wands wanting to show itself. We're going to continue on here. We already have the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, Aries, wondering what might be going on. What have you been waiting for? Have you been waiting for a new start? Here's the thing. You know, this is Venus and Taurus energy, and of course that Venus energy is coming through here in those pentacles underneath the crow. That is the Venus energy. And somebody here is not only, I want to say, kind of keeping it warm, but has been nurturing and taking care of this love. It's you. Putting up this 7th pentacle here, it's like a beacon, and it's also assessing everything, but there is an energy of controlling what you can and letting go of what you can't, and you've been really patient, actually. We're seeing it in reverse here. So you might be thinking about, some of you might already have one foot out the door, or you're just simply tired of waiting. So let's see what's going on, because the partnership placement is the Nine of Wands, and that's the moon in Sagittarius energy. And that is an energy of, keeping, I want to say, keeping some walls up. Is this also your person? Yeah, different reasons. It's aligning, but it's different reasons. This is the partnership placement because look what's here on 4 of the Wands, 3 of them in particular. Then there's kind of a separation. That's the 3 of Wands here within the 9 of Wands, and that's the Sun and Aries energy. And can be travel, physical travel, as in planes, trains, flying, automobiles. But of course, it's also traveling, coming together, even if whether it's in person or whether that's digitally. And it's the energy of love. It's the Wands. It's the fastest energy as well. And I do think you've been waiting because it's the 9 of Wands, but look what is behind the crow. It's the 8 of Wands. And that's, of course, bringing in the 8 of Wands, and that's the Mercury and the Sagittarius energy. And Mercury, of course, is all about communication, planet of the mind, planet of communication, information, transactional energy. Look at the ferns. It's the divine timing, communication, growth. And this is it's a floral wreath, I guess you could say. And it's on 3 of them. And that's also the divine timing, communication, and growth. And that's moving, it's teamwork, it's a collaborative energy. And it's 3, it's the beginning, it's the middle, it's the end, it's the life, death, rebirth. And then it wraps around a little bit of space here to that 4 of Wands. And that's Venus and Aries energy. This is that Venus energy where you've been waiting. So have you been waiting to come together? For some of you, that's quite literally the homecoming energy in the 4 of Wands, the celebratory energy, reunion energy. The 4 of Wands, of course, is Venus and Aries energy, and that's also incoming soulmate energy. And it can be a coming together energy, but it can even be not just physical, I want to say, but digitally. Whatever the case is, it's reunion energy, and it's with your person, who we can see here. There's soulmate energy is a soulmate. And that Venus energy of waiting for that is why this is here, because we also see that there's some walls up. I think this might be coming from both sides. We're going to talk about the Fool in a minute, and of course we're going to continue going through your deck, and we're going to be bringing in another deck today. Where your person's energy is the strongest, Aries, is here in here. And we're seeing the Four of Swords, and it's Jupiter and Libra energy. And, you know, it's where you go after the Three of Swords, which are still very much here. So this crow is flat on their back, feet up, tired, resting. It's literally stopping to rest. It's recovering after what happened. So what went on in this connection? What's the heartbreak around? You know, it's obviously a sad energy, and it's an energy of loss. And it's not been easy, because we also see here, I feel this energy here with you in the reverse. And, you know, there might be three parties here. That can always be the case. And it's probably most likely the case, but I want to say it can be more than one third party, you know. Romance, of course, family of origin, friends, location, money, work, distance, cultural, religious differences, whatever. But also your person, and that's the thing. It's the sword energy, and that's the energy. It's transactional energy, and it's clarity. It's communication. It's information. And so there's most definitely something going on here with the lack of that, possibly the truth, because there's a feet up here, literally, you know. And is it including other parties, or are those other parties, is what I wanted to say, your person, you know, kind of stuck in their head, maybe not being honest, because there's an energy of waiting here, you know, for that sword, for that truth. And I don't know if this, why do I feel like this is surprising you, that maybe you're not realizing, maybe they just have been hiding it. We need to see here that they're feeling that way as well. And it's interesting because, you know, it's like this window with two other crows, but they're, you know, they're behind this window, and this crow is actually outside in nature. I mean, you can see here. You know, and here's the thing, is this lava? You know, this is not fiery energy. It's Libra energy. It's air energy. It's sword energy. And it's Jupiter. So why is everybody here in this Three of Swords? Well, Jupiter, by the way, is bringing in Pisces and Sag, which is not this card, but it's the planet of prosperity and expansion, you know, going further, things, abundance, you know, having hope and luck on your side, and growth and information, you know. It's what this is around. It's obviously that has not been the case here. And I do feel there has been some dishonesty, and definitely some imbalanced energy, because that's the Libra energy coming through. You know, somebody's here inside. Could that literally mean too, somebody is in another situation, or there's a lot of influence somewhere else, kind of like unreachable. You know what I mean? For some of you, yeah, but it can also be your person. And this, I'm not sure, you know, it's like, is this water or is this lava? This looks a lot like lava, doesn't it? It's coming from the mountain down. And this raven is laying here waiting for something transactional to come through here. So is that the truth? Is that clarity, how they feel? Clarity about something that happened? Clarity about a situation maybe they're in? Look what it's right next to. It's the Fool energy. The Magician just got left behind. Yeah, this is why the Seven of Pentacles is in reverse, because this has been, it's unfulfilled potential. It didn't get to where you imagined, or you wanted, or you were waiting for, or it did, and it got interrupted. Look, because when these were in the upright, you know, you're still here really just being patient and waiting, and keeping it kind of warm, and waiting for this Magician energy, you know, as above, so below, turning visions into reality, taking inspired action with that wand. It's the energy of love. It's the matters of the heart, and it's the fastest energy, you know, and the Magician's holding on to it here with their head arched back, connecting here with Source, of course, the Sun, the life force, God, Goddess, the universe, divine spirit, angels, your spirit guides. What is that, you know? But connecting with that for a totally new beginning, the opportunity here, taking the opportunity literally here, focus, and taking that inspired action for the potential that's here, and all the elements, you know, are here for that. So this is like a promise that didn't come, the hope of waiting, Perhaps some Knight of Cups reversal energy. Somebody who's maybe been wishy-washy, broken promises. You know, because this is literally what you've been here waiting for. You know, it's the divine. Look with the roses. It's the love offering. The raven, again, is holding onto the wand, but rising above all the challenges and the obstacles, connecting with the outcome, happy outcome, the source. Here, representing the friendship as well. The sword, the clarity, with the pentacle on one hand and the cup on the other. Balance. You know? Balancing it out. I mean, this is the magician we're talking about here. And this is, you know, an energy here of it coming back. Like, you know, I want to say like a renewed spark, you know, in the balance. Waiting for that. The hope, the promise. And this is how we're both seeing them. So, yeah, there's an energy of maybe one foot out the door. Maybe some of you are already just giving up, you know. The magician is in reverse, and that's the unfulfilled potential. It's like wasting the resources of the magician. Why you're here in this reversal. And why perhaps, if anything is going on here, there's still an energy of, you know, putting up some boundaries. But at the same time, the crow is holding on to the wand. It's sort of like, I don't know, coming over here and picking it up. And because you see those 8 of wands, and that's bringing in Mercury and Sagittarius energy, you know, and that's communication, whether it's in person or written, message, SMS, social media, email, whatever. The 8 of wands, of course, that Mercury energy is the planet of the mind, the planet of communication. Then we also see the 4 there, the reunion energy. It can be a card of marriage, you know, maybe even seeing each other, wondering, holding on, waiting for information, waiting for something is literally what you've been doing. So it also can be for some of you that, I don't know, there's an energy of maybe they've reached out, or even if they do, or when they do, or if they have, that there's some 4 of Cups energy, you know, it's a little bit of apathy. And maybe even for some of you, when I say hard to get, I just mean, I'm just hearing that there's an energy for some of you that is, you know, just making them work for it, I guess you could say. And, you know, it's not hard to notice that the Knight of Wands is here. This is Leo energy. And, well, yeah, you know, look, it's leading with the heart. It's the fastest energy. It's the energy of love. And there's a being guided by a spirit here. A particular kind of horse for me that is both possessing some humility, some apologetic energy, and also a lot of emotional energy. But, you know, look how determined they look. You know how when you see somebody that's just kind of, they're just going somewhere. You know, you can't slow them down. That's the energy here. And there's the sun shining bright, leading the way. I mean, that's the crown chakra as well, and that's finding a solution. They're focused. This is focused, and that's the wand. Interesting. Interesting. That might be telling us a little bit more about the magician here, whether it's spinning. And what do I mean by that? Well, that it's an energy of what we see here, but possibly an upcoming energy of here, of taking that inspired action. It's definitely on their mind. The night energy is on the move here, but sometimes it can be a little bit hot and cold, you know? Okay, yeah, so look, this is how it's wanting to come down. Interesting. Even more interesting because we have here that moon in Sagittarius energy, and that's the moon, and that's the Pisces energy coming in, which we're also seeing here. It's, you know, coming in here, and of course the sun, the source, is highlighting the moon. This is a moon energy. It's the moon in Sagittarius, and it's illuminating and showing everything. So it's a validation for me here, but that's also communicating and an opening up. And I do feel that's what you've been waiting for. And I also see that coming. But look, this is how it's going. Wow. So by the way, Aries, yeah, of course, that's Pisces energy. Cancer and Gemini are also coming through. And look where the Knight of Wands is going. Right into this major arcana, the Fool card. It's Aquarius energy. It's Uranus energy. Uranus, of course, is, you know, all about change. Can be sometimes a little chaotic. You know, but it's also, there's a lot of intention, you know. It's like focused. Focused. It's the magician spinning for me, and it's definitely the thought and the movement beginning here in the Knight of Wands. This is a really focused horse, which is that movement. It's pushing through obstacles. It's a freeing energy. It's also pushing through some, I want to say, yeah, possibly some karmic lessons going on. In any case, it's leading us here to this change that's going on, and this is the Fool's journey. You know, this is the hope here. This is taking the chance. This is clean slate energy. You know, it's learning from the past, going in on it, not going in, not blind, you know, not blind at all. I mean, this is a really, really going in and learning from the past, current energy, and what's ahead. And that's a lot of the moon energy that I'm feeling here. These major arcanas here. And what do I keep bumping into coming together here? I mean, the Fool is looking right over at the moon. It's almost like their reflection, but we know it's not. It's here, you know, it's the illusion. They're here on this log here, which is in the divine. It's in the emotional energy, and you see the lotus flowers here, and that's, of course, a healing energy. And it's also the divine timing, communication, growth. This is sort of like, it's kind of like all the information that you've gathered, you know, instead of seeing the, let's say the little sack, you know, on a stick carried by the Fool. It's here, like they're on it, you know, and that's everything learned. That's the clean slate energy. They're looking right over here at the moon, and that's opening up and communicating. So yeah, somebody maybe wanting to reach out, and are you receptive, you know? So it's also catty corner here to the Seven of Wands. And that's Mars and Leo energy. And that is an energy of, it's like a wounded warrior energy. You know, it's protecting. It's not wanting to be hurt. Yeah, so the Star card. I'm going to talk about it in a minute. But what I was hearing too just now is not wanting to be hurt. I'm wondering, because it's also connecting, obviously, really strongly here with your person's energy. So what's going on in their life? There's the black feather again. It's also here with the Fool. And that's my, you know, it's an indication for me that angels are in protective mode. And look, here's the other thing. You know, it's assessing the whole situation, and it's controlling what you can and letting go of what you can't. And this crow is, look, on a wand. It's really burning hot, and it's like that's the protection, you know. It's almost like a sword energy in some ways, but it's a really hot wand, you know, and it's up here high, like in protective mode, where looking down, so not being able to be harmed, or, you know, it's above here. It's like kind of well, yeah, it's obviously it's a self-defense energy. And down here, interesting, because we're seeing the Four of Wands again grouped together. So what you're wanting, but how you're feeling, and if it's possible, it's all kind of, everything feels like it's maybe a little bit jumbled up. The Two of Wands are also down here. You know, they have their own kind of little area here. And Aries, that's your energy. It's Mars and Aries energy. And that's kind of a wait. It's waiting for somebody to make a choice. It's waiting for somebody to move forward. Yet, like I said, it's this energy. It's really strong Four of Cups energy for me. It's kind of an apathetic energy, but it's almost like, yeah, I don't care, but you do, you know. But there is a strong, you know, you're not going to hurt me energy coming through. Star card is here. Star card is here. It's Aquarius energy, of course, and it's a major arcana. And here's the thing, it's more Uranus energy. This is, you and your person are really drawn to each other. So I'm also wondering if there's some cycles that have been going on, you know, with the two of you. And this is an energy of renewal and clarity and having hope and also having faith. It's going here. My throat chakra is starting to go a little bit nuts, as it sometimes does. And I'm just going to kind of move things around a little bit. I attempt to keep things straight, but look, it's all wonky. It doesn't matter. So what's under here? It's the Knight of Cups. Look at this star, by the way, the star card. Look at this crow. Wide open wings. Look at that emotional energy flowing. I can almost hear it. This bird is singing. Look. Music is a strong part of this connection. Did some of you meet somewhere with music? Probably not a lot of you, but that's a particular message for someone. This 8th star here in the star card, you know, that's a gift to the Strength card. That's bringing in some Leo energy. And of course, the Source. There is a really strong, I want to say a really strong chemistry. For some of you, this is just a cycle. You know, you're drawn to each other. What's going on here? Because you've been waiting, you know? Whether you were already in an energy, a long-term energy, or you were already kind of reaching a particular place that you wanted to be together, or it wasn't there yet, it's unfulfilled, you know, unfulfilled potential. We already know that, and that's why we see that in reverse. But we also see them on the move here with that wand and really opening up here. I mean, look at all the water energy. And of course, you know, the water bearer Aquarius, it's not a water energy card, but you can see the crow here. I mean, it's the star card. This is a 17, and of course, that's coming to an 8, and it's an action number. It's accomplishing something. That is considered a lucky number too, by the way. And that's also the infinity symbol. Won't give you the finger sideways here. And that's the balance, and that's the truth that I feel like you really have been waiting for a while here. And what is that around? Because I see here that, yeah, your person wants to open up. There is still hope here. Obviously, the star card is here. And fated connection. Knight of Cups, this is the Prince, Princess Charming energy, and romantic proposals can be, of course, marriage proposals. We saw the Knight of Cups coming, so that's what's interesting, because I saw it in reverse, which is telling me that this is a spinner. So it could be for some of you there was something on the table that got really, you know, that didn't happen as you waited here, or got interrupted. A wishy-washy energy, broken promise energy. That's more of the past. I still feel it's some current. This is the coming in energy, I feel. And this horse is a really emotional horse. And look what they're doing too. They're looking pretty focused. They're also guided by the divine, by a messenger. Of course, it's the Knight of Cups. I mean, they're right here at the water. And that's Scorpio. And that's Pluto energy, the regenerative energy. And that cup is being balanced. And look what they're wearing. It's the floral laurel wreath. It looks quite similar to the wreath here on that Four of Wands. In the Nine of Wands, of course. So are they bringing something here? Wow. So here's the thing that, yeah, as we were talking about the star card and the fated connection, it's a lot of times that is bringing in the Wheel of Fortune for me. So I don't think I said that out loud, but it's validating. It's the Wheel of Fortune. It's a turning point. This is a fated connection. Your destinies are intertwined. This is possibly a message coming in and some kind of a new start around that. So what is in that cup? Well, look, it's right here. It normally, I say normally, but I'm drawn to go here, and it wanted to be here today because this Knight of Cups horse is heading right here into the moon energy. You see somebody is here in a cage, you know. I mean, there's some things that, well, yeah, that have been caged up, and that's around the emotions. And it's the moon. It's the emotional energy around the moon. And maybe it's been hard for somebody, your person. Look, catty corner here to open up. But this horse is quite emotional, this horse, and it's the Knight of Cups horse, and it's going right here into the moon energy. And here's that Wheel of Fortune. This turning point in this connection, this new cycle, the renewal, the completion of a cycle. It's really coming through. Just wondering where you're going to be here, you know? And, well, yeah, this is a deep soulmate connection. Your destinies are intertwined. Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius, fixed signs, don't love change. So what is it that, Yeah. I'm not sure that's where it wants to be. I'm hearing the devil is in reverse. Yeah, so this is Capricorn and Saturn energy, and it's a reversal energy, and it is really true to that energy today, I want to say. This is not here. This is definitely a reversal energy, and it's around this. It's an opening up energy. There is some humility here. There's more emotional energy, I feel like, than there has been in a really long time. And I'm wondering that, could it be, Aries, have you been actively, saying something or not saying something or putting something out? Because there's sort of this, and I don't mean fight mode like, but like, there is, I feel like a little bit of a rush in that somebody really knows that they need, there's a lot of things they need to say to you. It's Four of Pentacles in reverse energy for me as well. Oh, look at that. Yeah, because there's a fear maybe that they're losing you or that they've left you, because they're coming in here. Eight of Cups in reverse. This is returning energy. And I think it's really, I feel like that energy of kind of, I want this, but I don't. Come to me, but don't. It's like, when you walk away from someone and you want them to follow you kind of energy. But of course, that Strength card energy came in for me too. And it's not, of course, respecting yourself and kind of having some, this reevaluating everything here. Having some boundaries up. Wanting to go here. And the Eight of Cups, reverse, Saturn and Pisces energy. Saturn energy also connecting with the Devil card. So they're coming back and having learned some kind of lesson. What happened in this Devil energy, Aries? A lot of things can be going on here. Of course, some obsession, possible, let's say connections to things that aren't good for you. Things that aren't good for the connection, good for you, good for your person. It's that Devil energy, and it's connecting here real strongly with this Eight of Cups in reverse. This is a lot of emotional energy. It's Pisces energy, and it's around the whatever was going on here in the Devil card. As they come back in, they've learned some kind of lesson here. What is that? To open up? To share their emotions? Is there something that went on with the third party, Whether it's romantic or family or friends, third-party involvement, money, work, making choices, choosing something over you, or choosing something that obviously was really hurtful here. Because you can see the Seven of Wands, who has this fiery wand and the black feather for protection, is looking right here at the Devil in reverse and saying, yeah, wait a minute. I'm not just going to let this go. Yeah, I'm waiting, but there's something going on here. I think that might be lava. But this Eight of Cups, it's the cup energy. It's the love. It's the emotional energy. And they've learned some lesson here, and that's where it's wanting to go. And the Four of Pentacles in reverse that we felt, it is here. It's exactly the energy, and it's so goosebumpy, Aries. They're afraid that they've lost you. So for some of you, maybe they have, or that they're going to lose you or they're losing you. And you can see actually that for a lot of you that is the case, or it's what you're putting out, kind of hoping they come. Do you know what I mean? When we're like, are you going to follow me? And then they don't, but we're not being clear. It's kind of that energy a little. But they definitely haven't let you go. It's the Sun in Capricorn energy. And yeah, it's a vulnerable energy here in reverse. It's a mindset of, fear of having lost here. Because the thing about the Four of Pentacles is it's clear they aren't letting you go. But there is something here, another Pentacle. So whether that's romance, family of origin, or friends, interference. I caught the camera right in time. Cultural, religious differences, location, whatever. So that was here. By the way, hello if you're in New York here. And it's in reverse now. So there may have been a bad decision around that, or the lack of decision. I'm having some weird throat chakra here. Because this is that energy of what did I do? And there's this feeling, look, they're coming in here to own up to this. And there is a real self-defensive energy coming from you. This is clean slate energy, but it's only possible, well, yeah, if they're coming in here learning the lesson from whatever was going on here in the Devil card, and it actually gets worked out. And that's the communication and the opening up coming here. So is that what's in the cup? I think so. But what else is in there? That can be proposal energy, like a big romantic proposal. And it can be marriage, of course. But that can also be, you know, to talk or to make a big gesture or to say something here. Yeah, this is super clear. It's the World card coming in here. And I want to tell you something, Aries. It won't be for everyone, but there is an energy of coming in for some with marriage on their mind, life-changing decisions. Life-changing decisions regardless here, because this is somebody who's learned some lessons, still learning some lessons, hoping that they haven't lost you quite literally and there is a chance for a new start. That Magician energy, because that's strong reversal energy and some current energy of the unfulfilled potential. A lot of resources wasted. Is that also time, you know? This is coming in here, this is the divine timing, communication, growth, moving toward the future. And it's completing a particular goal, also some lessons, which we're seeing that they've learned here. What is that, you know? Most of you know. Maybe there's some revealing here as well. And that's also what you've been waiting for. In any case, this is moving toward that, and it can be physical travel, literally, planes, trains, automobiles, let's say flying. Here, this crow, look, holding on to a wand again. It's all over the place here, wearing the crown, or the crown here. It's the crown chakra. It's finding a solution for that future, completing a goal, learning some lessons, moving forward. Can also, of course, not just be travel physical, but messages, you know, and just moving forward in the connection. And again, this is more Leo, Scorpio, Taurus, and Aquarius energy of some fear there of that future. And there's also the fear. It's real clear as I'm saying that. The Four of Pentacles in reverse wanted to be picked up, and that's because the world, look, the crow is looking right over here. And there's that wand that we know wasn't happening, why you're here. Well, there's the wand with that Knight of Wands on the move. There's some wands over here as well, of course. And here it is again. It's like the ultimate wand, you know what I mean? I mean, Magician as well, but we're seeing it in the World card here. And this is Saturn energy, and, you know, these are tying this victory wreath. Also looks a lot like a reunion wreath together. And it's obviously looking like 2 8s here, action number. It's that action from both sides. There's also a lot of Gaia energy there. And that is also, of course, the infinity symbol. For some of you, twin flame energy, not for everybody. It's very clear that there's twin flame energy here and a lot of soulmate energy. So this is a soulmate, and we know that you have more than one. There is a soul connection here, and there's a lot of, you know, for some of you, yeah, maybe you're already out. Maybe that there's a feeling for some of you of, yeah, you've learned some lessons, and maybe that's it for you. Because I do feel this defensive energy, but there's also a lot of energy of them coming in and wanting a second chance, and a lot of hope and potential here, and coming in literally wanting some kind of new start. And by the way, that can be coming through in a message. But that 10 deduces to the 1, and that's the new beginning, and that's the opportunity that they take here, I feel like, with this wand. And the potential that is still here. And of course, that Libra energy connecting us to the infinity symbol is the balance. The lack of balance here. For some of you, that includes some dishonesty. But this is the divine. This is divine timing. It's a Page of Wands. 5 of Cups in reverse wanted to come through. And I'm going to actually, so this is going here. I'm going to put this here, and we're going to talk about it. We're going to bring in another deck. So here's the wand energy again. It's the fastest energy, and it's the energy of love. It's the idea of love. It's the page energy. It's kind of like that clean slate energy, you know. It's like student energy. a messenger bringing an offer here. Boy, do they have a lot to say. Look. And they're right here on the wand, which almost looks like, you know, it's like a tapestry here, but it's obviously nature. There's the sun, the source, blaring really bright for that outcome, the crown chakra, the knowing, finding a solution. They want to talk. This is somebody who wants to talk, Aries. You know, and it's getting that idea for it. And yeah, it's maybe they've been working on a message. Some of you may have already received some communication. It could even be in person for some of you. It's not going to be for everyone, but it is here within this Nine of Wands today, that the reunion wreath crossing over here into 4. It could even be that you've already seen each other, or that you might be seeing each other. But that page has a mission, and something is wanting to reveal itself. Wow. Okay. So it's the Five of Wands in reverse, and it's the Five of Cups in reverse. It's a lot of connection to the 5th chakra, by the way. That's the throat chakra. Saturn and Leo energy, and it's in reverse. Why? Because the obstacles are moving. This is problems being resolved. This is restoring balance, harmony, and kind of, I want to say, an energy of getting victory, you know, getting what you want. It's connecting right here with the fear of losing you. Also here with the past energy, and for some still the current energy of the Magician in reverse. And these obstacles better get out of the way fast. What are they? You know, it's the energy of love here. It's the wands also, but there's 5 of them. So, you know, is it particular people? Is it around the communication, lack of communication? Again, it's here, and that's moving them out of the way. And interesting too, because, you know, that's the 7 of Wands. That's the 7th wand we know. And that's also bringing in the 6, the 4, and the 2. The 2, of course, and that waiting for that. And that brings in the 6 of Wands too. You know what that is. That's also a message. It's like wanting to hear. It's maybe a message coming in here that you're just holding on to that hot red wand. Maybe you got it out of them and said, yeah, wait a minute, back up. It's just really super clear here, because that 6 of Wands, of course, is coming after the 5 here, and that's the victory over the challenges. So that's also telling me your person is overcoming something within themselves or their life to come, and you're just not sure. The 5 of Cups in reverse here, Mars and Scorpio energy, and yeah, this is asking for forgiveness. This is asking for forgiveness. It's a recovery energy. It's hope, I want to say, returning. And I'm making a mess, as always. And that's the recovering energy here as well. I mean, and it's the Cups energy. You know, what can I say? It's the Cups energy. And it's in particular, it's the Scorpio energy, which, you know, has that, you know, stinger. And it's also connected to emotional pain and emotional hurt. And it's around, for some of you, a lack of communication or a particular communication. You know, I want to show you the energy here, because look, there's the 2 of Cups behind the Crow. The water is still raging here. That's the emotional energy. This 2 of Cups are full, you know. And here it's just telling us what we know in reverse, that, yeah, that you're in separation. No contact, no communication, and or in separation. Then we have the 3 of Cups here within the 5 of Cups. That's Mercury and Cancer energy. That water is still half in the cups. Either way, it's still here. In reverse, it's saying, yeah, it might be connected, and for some, maybe even with an addiction, maybe even around a particular event for some of you, even friends and family. It won't be for everybody, but that's that energy. But that's also the Mercury energy here. Mercury and Cancer, that 3 of Cups. And that's, you know, reversal energy of not thinking before you say something, not communicating, the emotional hurt, waiting for that as well. And for some of you, there was possibly some, well, yeah, some of it also of your person having left the connection, or just not communicating well, or not communicating at all, maybe not responding to a message, leaving you feeling like that they don't love you. And we can see that that is just not the case here. Whoa. Yeah, it's in reverse, and it's wanting to go right here. No, you're not going to cover up our 7 of Wands with their fiery wand. Not going to happen. I want to bring in another deck briefly, okay? And then we're going to bring in some channeled song messages today and channeled love messages. And I think that's it. I think we might be bringing in some totems or a fairy stone. I'm not really sure. Numbers or letters. It's kind of going on. I feel like I need to start closing the reading. I need to look under here first. Okay, interesting. Look. So now it's showing the Five of Wands in the upright. It's spinner. Yeah, it's a spinner here. It's past energy, current energy, and also future energy of working it out. We're always shuffled, but I want to move the energy some more, okay? We're not ready, but look, Spirit is ready. This is way too many to take, but I have to show you the first card that came out. It's the Four of Wands. It's so prominent here within that Nine of Wands. We know that. Yeah, that's the... Now, these are yours, though. That's really clear. That is, and look, right here at the bottom of the deck is the Ten of Swords, the Sun in Gemini energy. So it's the end of this cycle. This is obviously really something has gone on here that's quite painful. You know, you can't get in any more swords. At this point, it's the new cycle. This tree getting lifted off. Look, it's kind of like hammering in those swords. So what the heck was going on? And that's Gemini energy. You know, it's about communication as well. It's the end of the cycle, I feel like, of not communicating. No contact, no communication, or in separation. And we're going to look at these in a minute, but that Four of Wands energy, so it can be a homecoming energy within, I want to say, a dwelling, city, state, country, possibly seeing each other, thinking about that. I mean, look at the connection here. This is incoming soulmate energy. Look at the healing energy. It's here with the bird bath. And that's where, of course, you know, the messengers, spirits, messengers go to cleanse. It's the divine. It's the divine, and it's the emotional energy, and it's the love, too. And you go in there and you fill up, and look, you heal. And that there's 4 in here as well. And that's, you know, it's an energy of manifesting. Manifesting what? The foundation with all the support up, mental, emotional, physical, and spiritual, the 4 areas of support and stability. So we saw that here, that's what you're waiting for, but there is a little bit of an apathy, I feel, again, in that 4 of Cups energy. But in your heart of hearts is what I want to say. And it's Venus and Aries. It's you, Aries. And it's love, the planet of love, of course. And yeah, can be a marriage card too, by the way. Marriage energy here, wanting a new start, having hope for this, obstacles moving out of the way. For some of you, this might be quite big in that way. But remember, you know, proposals can also be just a talk or new beginnings, you know. But that's here. We can't deny that. And we see here also the friendship, I want to say, represented in this connection. We have to peek. Oh my gosh. Yeah, look, it's the 7 of Pentacles again. These just wanted to be seen. The 9 of Pentacles, that love coming in, that is Virgo and Mercury energy. Looking here down at that pentacle here, the one they feel like they've lost. Transformational energy. Sometimes I think I call a fox a wolf. I don't know why I do that. But it's the wolf, and that connects us to the moon energy as well. You know, and there's a lot of instinct, of course, involved in that. And real, look at the intent here. It's love coming in. It's transformational energy. There's that 6 of Wands. And interesting, look. This is the 9 of Swords. So yeah, it's the sadness around the lack of communication for me. It's connecting here with the 6 of Wands in reverse. Interesting. Because that came through for me here in the 7 of Wands. It's a reversal energy, you know. And that's the other thing. It might be, I'm keeping it like this, you guys. It can be that they were trying to write a message, you know, and they sent it or deleted it. There's some fear here, really afraid they've lost you or they're going to be losing you. Hello. I don't know, that camera, I don't know what I missed. I don't think I really missed very much. I put these cards down. I'm not putting them out. They wanted to be seen. Yeah, they wanted to be seen, but I'm keeping them like this. But these were also here. And then we're going to bring in some channeled song messages and some channeled love messages. Okay. So it's the Six of Cups, and there's that Four of Cups we saw coming in. That's the Moon in Cancer, of course. I mean, there's a lot of that energy here. That's coming in here and opening up and communicating. Really an out of the blue energy. And there's that apathy that I've been feeling really strong. And in that Five of Cups, you know, we see that here in the reverse. They're wanting forgiveness. And it is around the separation, possibly for some of you, an argument. It's around that Mercury and Cancer energy here. So whether something was said, there was an argument for some of you, even publicly, that won't be for everybody. Lack of communication, whatever that is. That's what they're coming in here with. That's the apologetic energy that I'm feeling that's coming in. That's the energy here today in the Four of Cups, the Moon and Cancer energy, because the Crow, look, is kind of guarding these Three of Cups. You know, and are they full, or is that an illusion? Because this is the Moon energy, you know. You know what I mean? You can kind of, it sort of looks like twilight, you know? So it's like, what's actually in there? Can I see it? You know, it's like, I will see it, I'll believe it when. Energy. It's an energy of apathy and just really the guarding energy that I feel here. We saw that with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse coming again. And look where the Crow is looking over here. This is for me an energy too that's interesting of the two of you, because you're here looking and they're here looking. Look, they're on the cup here. And that this can be reunion energy, by the way. It's the Six of Cups energy. It's the Sun in Scorpio. Here's that stinger, interestingly, because look what else they're doing. Not only are they on a cup here, really caught up in a lot of nostalgic energy of the past, when things were easier and working, but also what happened and the upcoming energies. And by the way, yeah, soulmate energy, twin flame energy, past life energy, it's here. Not everything is going to be for everyone, because not everybody's on a twin flame journey, for sure. But look where this Crow is looking. Well, over here, it's looking at each other here. But they're also, look what's between you. It's the Five of Cups here within the Six of Cups. Look at the muted colors. That's the Five of Cups. That's the Mars and Scorpio that we did feel here. Here it is. That's the regret. That's the loss. That's when they left you feeling like they don't love you. So if this was an actual physical ghosting, maybe for a lot of you, because that Eight of Cups is coming back in reverse. This person has learned their lesson. Aries. Even if this is someone you're even just talking to, I'm hearing for some of you. I know that's not going to be for everyone, but it's for someone, because for a lot of you, this is more than that. But whatever the case is, this Five of Cups here wanted to also show itself in the upright. It's in reverse, we know. But that's that energy here. They're looking right at it. It's the loss. It's leaving you feeling like they didn't love you and they regret it. And it's right in between you. It is right in between you. And that's also those Five of Cups there within it. The Six of Cups. It's five of them. It's the throat chakra. It's communication, lack thereof, things possibly said. They know there's a lot of regret here. And that's the cup that they're coming in. It's like out of nowhere. Here you can see it's full. Is it coming in full? I mean, it looks a little bit like you're not believing it. You know, it's like, is this real? It's an illusion. I'll believe it when I see it. I'll believe it when I hear it energy. You know, because again, that's the Moon energy. Yeah, but the Six of Cups is very nostalgic and thinking, yeah, it's reunion energy of wanting to see you or talk to you. Those four sunflowers, you know, this is the Sun in Scorpio. We know the sun is here. It's hard to see it. It looks kind of gray, you know, and these flowers haven't grown, but these sunflowers are here. It's a lot of the past energy, but it's also current energy, because that's connecting to the crown chakra, and that's working things out. That is working things out here and finding a solution and coming in and completing a connection that was, the potential was unfulfilled. This is, I want to say, fulfilling the potential here, which we also see in the World card, which is wanting to connect here with the Four of Wands, which we weirdly came through real strong. That reunion energy. Look, there is the reunion wreath here as well in the actual Four of Wands. Look at that. It's right here in the Four of Wands, and we saw it, within the Nine of Wands. Yeah, that's clear. Aries. Look where it's also connecting some lessons here. Right here with the Eight of Cups in reverse, who's not even looking, who's looking over at the devil here. knowing what they need to say or do. Worried though, really worried here. That energy's strong. We're going to bring in some channeled song messages today. This was on the deck waiting to be seen. These can be songs that you're resonating with, as you know, the two of you, just you, maybe you've been hearing them or hearing it. Can also be it's a song you don't know or even like. That's all right. If you feel you're sending it, you're sending it. There's always a sentiment in a song, and a lot of times there's numbers, you know, names, locations, whatever, things that will resonate for you that I'm just not going to have any idea. But this wanted to come through already. Something always brings me back to you. It never takes too long. No matter what I say or do, I'll still feel you here till the moment I'm gone. Gravity, Sarah Bareilles. The Lumineers, Nobody Knows. Love is deep as the road is long and moves my feet to carry on. It breaks my heart when you are gone. Yeah, it's kind of a high card deck here. It's connecting here with the Four of Pentacles in reverse. That's, it's a really strong energy today. It was being shown to me very early. Sail away with me, honey. I put my heart in your hands. Sail away with me, honey, now, now, now. Sail away with me. What will be, will be. I want to hold you now, now, now. Sail away, David Gray. These are yours. That's yours. Those are yours. Okay. I don't know what I'm supposed to do, haunted by the ghost of you. Oh, take me back to the night we met, Lord Hoodon. Don't want to give my heart away to another stranger, or let another day begin. Won't even let the sunlight in. No, I'll never love again. Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper are I'll never love again, excuse me. And all along I believed I would find you. Time has brought your heart to me. I have loved you for 1,000 years. I'll love you for 1,000 more. 1,000 years, Christina Perry. Some people want it all, but I don't want nothing at all if it ain't you, baby. If I ain't got you, baby. If I ain't got you, Alicia Keys. That's the Four of Pentacles in reverse as well. I never meant to be the one to let you down. If anything, I thought I saw myself going first. I didn't know how to stick around. Hold my heart, Sarah Bareilles. I think there are 2 or 3 here. There's 2 Sarah Bareilles songs here. Don't want to feel another touch. Don't want to start another fire. Don't want to know another kiss. No other name falling off my lips. Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper. I'll never love again. We're going to bring in some little bitty love messages today, but I'm hearing that I need to bring in more song messages. This is already showing itself. I've looked at love from both sides now, from give and take, and still somehow. It's love's illusion that I recall. I really don't know love. I really don't know love at all. Both sides now, Joni Mitchell. Whew. It's very goosebumpy energy. I'm sure if you watch my readings, you've gone and listened to this, but if you haven't, make sure you listen to Joni Mitchell's original, okay? And it is a lot of that energy here today. They're coming in here having learned some lessons. There is some melancholy coming from your person's side. I don't think these belong in here. Oh, no. Okay. I don't know, but it's kind of like I need to see these. This is how these are coming in today. We're going to look at this first, and then here, and then channeled love messages. Scratching at the surface now, and I'm trying hard to work it out. And so much has gone misunderstood, and this mystery only leads to doubt. And I didn't understand when you reached down to take my hand. Say it to me now. Glenn Hansard. I need to move that. Things are going to start getting covered. I just want to warn you. It starts to happen. These are the last three. When they come in three is usually the most I take. Not always the case. But this middle is generally what's going on for me. The world was on fire, and no one could save me but you. It's strange what desire will make foolish people do. Wicked game, Chris Isaac. There's that Fool card. Interesting. That kind of energy coming through too. Maybe spinning a little, you know, some carelessness connecting to that Three of Swords within the Four of Swords, the heartbreak energy connecting right here to the Devil in reverse, and they know it. Look at that melancholy energy here. That Five of Cups in reverse. Lots of regret there. All right. So sorry things are kind of getting covered. Come a little bit closer. Hear what I have to say. Just like children sleeping, we could dream this night away. Harvest Moon, Neil Young. That needs to go on the moon energy. And I'm sorry that I have to cover up your World card, the Six of Cups, the Wheel of Fortune. It's going here. Not Ten of Swords. You let me into a conversation only we could make. You break and enter my imagination. Whatever's in there is yours to take. Song for someone, you too. It's connecting here with the Six of Cups. I think today, Aries, I am going to bring in some numbers and letters, okay, and a fairy stone. But I got to get moving because I feel like it's time to close your reading. Well, we're already seeing 3 threes here. Your guides are at work on this. Look, restoring harmony, healing energy, balance. There's a 0. That's connecting us with the Fool today. That clean slate, you know, learning from the past energy, which is really strongly here. A lot of letters today. Is that an M or is that a W? Look, it's kind of like, which is it? I guess it could be either, right? Is there 3 there or is that a W? Huh. Q, T, another T, H, R, D, S, and J. And your vowels today are an O and 2 U's. And a lot of times I sit and I spell things out and I get really so into it, so I'm not going to. But look, I did already see here there's a name Tom coming through. Rod even as well. It's not always names. By the way, these numbers can also be connecting for you in another way, patterns you're seeing. Of course, anniversaries, birth dates, ages. Letters can be initials to names, locations, and obviously spell things. That happens often. Sometimes it's not happening. Sometimes it is. It's Ross, but only with one S. J-O. Yeah, see, I'm going to stop because this is what I do. And I just get all into it. And, you know, when I do your totems or your numbers and letters, it's equally important, the totem reading, the numbers reading, the letters. But this is for you, I feel. Pausing it so you can, you know, or holding it up so you can pause it if you want to take a look. I think it's getting a little bit rough in my bowl. It's interesting. If you're on a twin flame journey, today's twin flame reading actually, probably yesterday by the time you see this, was this as well. This is a somewhat of a go with the flow energy. It's sailboat. It's bringing in Gemini, Libra, and Aquarius energy. And it's the air energy. It's the transactional energy. It's clarity in relationships, truth. Communication, it's on the divine here. It's the emotional energy as well. Yeah. And I want to say the sail away here, also the David Gray. And this is also bringing King of Cups energy for me today because the feelings are really, it's overflowing. And there's an energy of I feel that two of them coming in kind of fast, or maybe just in a different way because they're worried that they've lost you or they're losing you. So it's sort of like watching to make sure that you're not. It's also communication. Beautiful Aries, that is your reading today. I think it went on kind of long. It's always my honor to channel for you. I hope you enjoyed your reading as much as I enjoyed reading for you, channeling for you. I would really appreciate it if you liked today's video and subscribe to the Tarot Closet if you haven't. And it goes without saying, thank you so very much for joining me today. I love you very much. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I look forward to seeing you at another love reading.